Hey folks, Big Bear 77 back at you, but you already knew that. We're going into a video. I'm going to talk Cruiserweight division real quick. Yes, I did that Cruiserweight rant. This one's going to be more of a calm one. I'm just going to explain some things about some Cruiserweights that went on to win other golds and why I think the Cruiserweight division could be a strong division if you allow them to just get rid of the division. I want them to get rid of the division part and just let them fight. But I'll talk more about that in a second. I do got some videos coming up this week. I'm going to do, of course, my Raw review, my SmackDown, and my NXT reviews. I also want to talk about the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. I'm excited about that. A couple things that was in the news, maybe. I may talk WWE and TNA stuff. I don't know yet. Well, that's all still up in the air, so... some other videos, though, will be coming this week. Concentrating on this channel. I need to get my stuff on my TTC channel going. But I will be doing some stuff on this channel this week. So stay tuned for that. But now let's get to the video. What's going on, guys? Yeah, we're back. Okay, let's talk about this. First off, let's go over some of these cruiserweights that went on to win other golds or titles inside the major companies. I'm not including some of the other companies, smaller companies. I did not include TNA for some reason. Most of these guys did not hold anything in TNA that I have listed. I believe maybe one did. Maybe. But yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about this real quick. Now, remember that back then they had, back in the WCW days, they did have a WCW Cruiserweight tag team titles too that these guys could hold. I did not include that either. So here we go. We got Billy Kidman to start off. I know a lot of people don't know who Billy Kidman is. Some people do. If you're an old school wrestling fan, you do. Billy Kidman held the Cruiserweight title 4 times, of course. But he did go on to hold the WWE Tag Team Championship once with Paul London and twice as a WCW Tag Team Champion with Rey Mysterio Jr. and Conan. So he did hold Tag Team Gold. So that right there, I mean, the Cruiserweights could hold Tag Team Golds. Think about it, WWE. Next up, we have Chavo Guerrero. Chavo Guerrero was a 6-time Cruiserweight champion. Now, I'm combining both Cruiserweights from WWE and WCW days. But he was a 6-time Cruiserweight champion. He also held, probably his most prominent title was the ECW World title once. He was also a 2-time WWE Tag Team champion with his uncle Eddie, the late and great Eddie Guerrero. He was also a 1-time Tag Team champion with Corporal Cajun in the WCW wrestling. World Championship Wrestling. Next up, one of my favorites, the Ultimate Dragon. I just liked the Ultimate Dragon. I thought he was very entertaining. I thought he brought a lot to the show. He was a 2-time Cruiserweight champion, of course. He also held the WCW World Television title twice, holding a mid-card title as a Cruiserweight. Next up, we had Dean Malenko, another favorite of mine. Dean Malenko, he could beat you 100 times, and probably all 100 times he used a different submission move. That's just who he was. He's a 4-time Cruiserweight champion, of course, but he did hold some more prominent gold as he held the WCW Mid-Card U.S. Championship title. So he was a 1-time WCW United States champion. He was a 1-time WCW Tag Team champion with Benoit, and he did hold 2 ECW World Television titles. Now we're getting into the more prominent, the bigger names, the guys that have held heavyweight gold. Because we got Eddie Guerrero, who held the Cruiserweight title twice. He also did go into the Hardcore Hall of Fame in the class of 2015, and the WWE Hall of Fame in the class of 2006. He was an ECW television champion once. He also held the WCW United States Television or United States Championship 1 time. Sorry about that. He was also a 2-time WWE Intercontinental Champion and a 1-time WWF European Champion. If you don't know what the European Championship is, look it up. A couple prominent wrestlers did hold that back in the day. He was a 1-time WWE United States Champion, while he held the WWE Tag 4 times, twice with Chavo, and then once apiece with Tajiri and Rey Mysterio. He was also a one-time WWE champion. He has since passed away, by the way. If you didn't know that. I mean, if you're a wrestling fan, you know that. Next up, we have Chris Jericho, a 4-time Cruiserweight champion, and the only guy on here that's currently wrestling in the WWE. The last guy is wrestling, but not with the WWE. Currently wrestling with the WWE. I do believe Dean Malenko works with the WWE as a scout. I don't know if he still does. I know about a year or two ago he was working with them as a talent scout. But 4-time Cruiserweight champion Chris Jericho also held the ECW television champion once. He was a one-time WCW television champion, and he held the WWF Hardcore title one time. He also held 2 WWE tag runs, with one with Edge, one with Big Show. He was also a 5-time World Tag Team Champion, WWF European Champion, and had 9 runs as the WWE Intercontinental. He also held the WCW World Championship twice and a 3-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So see, he was a prominent wrestler, and he also held 1 undisputed WWF Championship. And then last but not least, he wrestles for Lucha Underground now. Rey Mysterio, 8-time. I'm not going to do it over and over and over again, but he's an 8-time Cruiserweight champion. He also held 3 WCW World Tag Team Championships. He won the 2006 Royal Rumble, was a 4-time WWE Tag Team Champion with Edge, RVD, Eddie, and Batista. 2-time WWE Intercontinental Champion, a 1-time WWE Champion, and a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion. He is currently wrestling for the Lucha Underground. These Cruiserweights do not only fight in the Cruiserweight division, they put on shows in mid-cards. Some of these guys put on shows as heavyweights. I mean, Chris Jericho was a prominent heavyweight. Rey Mysterio put on shows as a heavyweight. Eddie Guerrero, another prominent heavyweight. You have your tag teams like Kidman. You got Chavo Guerrero, who was a great tag team champion. You got these guys and great television champions and mid-card champions like Ultimo Dragon. You got these guys who held the titles and were prominent and put on a show in the mid cards and in the heavyweights and in the tag teams. I just think the division part should be gotten rid of. I don't think we need the division part. Just let these guys go out and fight. And I'm thinking about starting a new hashtag thing. Free the Cruiserweight division or something like that, or drop the division. I don't know. Anyways, I'm thinking about it because, WWE, you got to do something about this because, guys, this Cruiserweight division can be a lot more than what it is. It can put on a show. You want your ratings to go up on Raw? You want people to start watching again? Let these Cruiserweights show what they got in the mid-cards. And if you don't want to give them title shots right away, that's fine. Let them fight the mid-card guys. Let them go after Roman Reigns. Let them go after some of these other guys, Seth Rollins. Let them at least have matches against these guys where these guys could build their careers, build their characters. And then later on, then you start letting them get title shots. You push them for title shots. You would be surprised what these Cruiserweights can do. That's just my opinion. You don't like my opinion, tough luck. It's my video. Anyways, all the stuff is in the description below. You know what to do. If you like the video, like. If you comment, whatever. If you want to see more Cruiserweight videos, I could do more. I have opinions on this. I think that it's going to be great. Cruiserweight division is great. I'm excited about it still. So like, comment, whatever. Follow me on Twitter if you want. That's also in the description. So I'll just catch you guys later. Watch my last video, by the way. It was the unboxing of WrestleCrate. Go get yourself a WrestleCrate. It's at www.wrestlecrate.com, I believe. Go check it out. Order yourself one. Great wrestling stuff every month. Catch you guys later. Peace.